Alrighty, everyone. How are we all doing today? Is everybody able to hear me clearly? Everything coming through all right? Uh, Seems we've got at least a couple of visitors here today. That's good. Great. Ah, we've even got some new people here, which makes sense. This is a new stream after all. All right. Well, let's get introductions out of the way first. Can't be rude after all. My name is Thead Drummer. I am a necromancer from another, well, not another plane of existence. It's still the same plane of existence, but another world from this universe. Reasons why I'm here are complicated, but we'll get to that in due time. I figure that I might as well show you around a bit. Unfortunately, the setup that I have with the combinations of crystal ball and other things that are connecting to the various electronics that are going back to my benefactor's room are finicky. So, unfortunately, this still image that we have here is the best that we're going to be able to come up with for transmitting the general design of this area. Regardless, I shall make do with what I have. So, I shall show you around the room, I suppose. Over here, you can see there is a cage that is housing an old friend, we'll call it. Got my brother Scythe there next to the door in case we have any kind of intruders. The door we keep open just in case there's anything that needs to be ascertained. Plus, we also can't close it thanks to the various wires and pipes that are going through. So, whatever, keeping the door open. Got my brother's backup weapon over here with the sword. I can use it if need be, but it's not my favorite. And, well, we're kind of shoved in here into this little demi-plane that I've created, so we just kind of have to have all of our living quarters next to each other. Again, it's not the best circumstances, but we'll just have to make do. That being said, I have to say, your world's food is fantastic. I probably can see the box over here that's from my leftovers. I cannot, I just cannot get enough of all of this fast food, I guess is what they call it. Burgers, pizza, food from other countries that are named as the food coming from their countries. It's all very delectable, I have to say. So, do I have a favorite? I will get back to you on that. I have not yet tried enough to say for certain. But what I will say is that all of the things that I have tried so far have had their own unique properties. Let's have a little bit of. Yeah, let's have a little bit of music going on as we're doing all of this. But yes, if I had to pick a favorite, I'd imagine that probably pizza would be quite up there, as it seems to be quite versatile. Seem to be able to do pretty much anything with it and still have it technically qualify. So yes, I'll have that be my favorite for now, but may change. Who knows? I am not here alone, however. I have also come here with my brother, as well as an associate of ours that we ran into. My brother's name is Lilk. My full name is Thead Droomer, so he is Lilk Droomer. And the associate of ours is a bit shy. He said that he's not going to be anywhere close to dealing with all of this for quite a while, if ever. So, it seems that one Rio Valdemar will just have to wait to see when he's going to be coming. Actually, you know what? Let me go grab Lilk. Just 1 second. Look! What? Get over here! What? Oi! Are you doing the thing? Yes, I'm doing the thing! Now get over here! Alright, fine. 1 second. Hi, I guess. I'm Lilk. I, wasn't entirely sure that I was going to be here today, but I guess I'm here now, so just gonna have to deal with it. As you can see, I'm a skeleton. I hope that's not a problem. Some people, aren't really interested in dealing with people like me. But whatever. It's fine. Dean, can I go now? Alright, fine. Anyway, the main reason why I'm here today is for very simple reasons. I came here with, well, let me just show you. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Are you guys able to see what you're supposed to be seeing? What does it look like for you guys right now? I can't quite tell. Blank. Alrighty. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to fix this. Oh, let's see. Blasted. How is this supposed to work if I don't have... Yes, technology. It's truly the bane of my existence. You know, back where I came from, we had magical items, but usually either they worked or they didn't. And if they didn't, you usually knew pretty immediately whether or not it was going to. This stuff, it has a large middle ground that I'm not a huge fan of, I have to say. No. Well, hey, don't knock the toasters. Those are actually quite useful. Uh, hmm. Sorry for the noise. Still trying to get this figured out. Um, hmm. Well, it appears that the fired fox is not exactly going to be conducive to what I'm trying to do here, so it seems that I will have to use alternative means. No matter. Let me see. If I can... there we are. Okay, so I recorded this ahead of time using a combination of one of your video cameras and an illusion spell that I was able to cast. So again, it's not exactly the best that I was able to come up with, but it should give you a rough approximation of the kind of situation that we were dealing with before having to come here. Let's bring that down a bit as it is quite loud. Alright, people, let's get a move on. I've put enough bodies between us and them to invade a small country, but I'm pretty sure this door will hold them off longer than all of it. Little Angel statue, what's our progress?
Searching for habitable planets with primarily humanoid residents and low native concentrations of magic.
Thead, are you really sure that this is a good idea? Hey, don't go questioning my designs, bonehead. The plan is flawless, and these babies will get us where we need to go, no questions asked.
Suitable target found. Analyzing destination. Target destination self-identifies as Earth.
We don't have time for second guessing. Either this works and we live, or it doesn't work and we're dead, or we don't try it and we're also dead. So, might as well give this a shot. And that's more or less how it happened of how we came here in the first place. As for what we've been dealing with since then, well, it seems that the calculations that Rio came up with for how to exactly get us here were slightly off, in a word. Basically, the way that he decided that he was going to do things was, instead of trying to replicate the magic of interplanetary travel, which would have gotten us here somewhat instantaneously, instead he just used regular teleportation, which, from his calculations after the fact, apparently took us about the distance of the distance that light passes in about a second. And then it just kept doing that over and over and over and over again until we eventually got here. According to him, even though we didn't experience most of the time dilation, it took approximately 100 years of real-time travel. So, thankfully, that means that most likely all the people who were chasing us have either forgotten about us or are dead. So, fantastic, isn't it? Ugh. In any case, the main reason why I am actually doing this in terms of streaming is actually quite a different matter. I was under the impression, and apparently it was quite the case until fairly recently, that this planet was, as Angie pointed out in that recording earlier, relatively low in native magic inhabitants, which technically is still true. The number of native inhabitants of this planet that are able to cast spells and other supernatural dealings is quite low, especially compared to the rest of the universe. The problem is that everybody else seems to have all heard the same thing and has now begun to come here in, not necessarily en masse, but in more of a number than I would like, and more than a number that I am currently comfortable with, especially given the circumstances of why I'm here in the first place. As such, I have taken it upon myself to do, shall we say, a bit of investigating. I don't fully trust all of the other people that have made their way here, and so I'm going to be doing investigations of all of their circumstances in order to ascertain whether or not they are going to pose any kind of threat. I am assuming, based off of the fact that none of them have taken over the world quite yet, that this is probably not the case, but it can't hurt to make sure. The first on the chopping block for today is one self-designated Akuma Nihmune, a so-called demon girl who apparently, according to her, is not just a demon, she is specifically a half-demon. Now, I've been dealing with fiends of all shapes and sizes for a good long while, demons included, and they are not exactly the best sort if you're trying to have, shall we say, peaceful interactions. But I am open-minded, and I am willing to accept anyone into the fold. So let's give Miss Nihmune an examination and see if there is anything about her that warrants concern. Yes, Spoodles, demons are quite real, and they will kill you if given half the chance. But, again, thankfully, this planet is relatively low in things that most people would consider important, so you all should probably be fine. Demon wife? Maybe. I mean, people have done it. People have tried. Few have succeeded. But, well, I say that, but if Miss Nihmune is a half-demon, then I suppose that somebody managed to succeed, at least in some capacity. Whether or not it was a wife or a husband, I guess we'll find out. Okay, let's see. Well, once again, since the fired fox apparently is not an option, I will have to adjust my plans ever so slightly in order to make do. Oh my, oh my. Okay, Microsoft Edge, let's see. And to make sure that you are not going to absolutely ruin my existence. Alrighty. Alright. Miss Nihmune is a quite renowned performer in her own right and has quite a successful presence. So we shall see if it is warranted or if she is simply just using a bit of magic to aid in her success, shall we say. Earth is chosen because it's basic. It's not necessarily that it's basic, it's more just that it is low key. We'll say that. There's not a lot here to get excited over, but there's also not a lot here to, well, get worried over either. Oh, let's see. Well, Numi lore seems like a reasonable place to start. Hey, don't knock boring. Sometimes boring just means that you are going to survive. Free Scrumptious did nothing wrong. She's Akuma Nihmune, new Numi VTuber, and I can be your bunny girl. Interesting. Well, they're not super long each, so let's see if there is anything to worry about. Yes, I would presume so, Mr. Oni-chan. That does indeed seem to be the case of, at the very least, none of the people that are here are unattractive. Regardless, let's see what's going on with Free Scrumped, whatever that means.
Grammarly now uses
Ugh.
AI to help you write,
Ads.
not just revise. Type a prompt.
This is one of those things that
I don't know why Scrumped is like. I don't know what's going on with him.
I just have to say, I don't know what it is about this world. I did not have to deal with even 1/100th of the advertising back home. Usually you had to go out of your way to find a place where somebody was actually advertising their services, and yet this entire planet seems to be completely inundated with people trying to shove that kind of thing just in your brain 24/7. It's infuriating. Anyway, tangent over.
I'm in the corner, but I'm just gonna let him do what he's doing in the corner. Anyways, hi guys. Okay,
Yep.
everybody, we
Jeez.
have a beautiful announcement.
Ah! Stop it!
A little crazy, but what? Hold on.
Oh.
Wait, why can't I? Where did I go? Am I appearing? Oh, was I? Wait, can you see me now?
Oh, thank goodness! It seems that I'm not the only one that's having these kinds of issues.
I don't know what's. Hold on, just a sec. Hold on.
Oh.
Wait.
She's appearing, disappearing over and over again. And now it seems that one of her slaves is trying to take over. I can only assume it's a slave based off the fact that it's got a collar. And this is why you put your anti-magic collars on instead of just regular ones if the creature indeed can cast spells. Oh my.
To freedom!
Oh, there's one of those fast food restaurants I mentioned.
I just wanna be somebody you can be. Part of every day. Someone you can hold on to now. 'Cause
I'm gonna just put this here for now. Have fun in space, cowboy.
Okay. Ha! Well, seems that one of her underlings was not quite happy with the situation and decided to bail in as simple a way as possible, leaving the planet. I can relate to that. Well, that seems to be all the information on that particular video, so let's move on.
Yeah, my voice is a little bit special. I'm sure you
Oh,
guys
I was
can
very
probably
confused.
hear it every.
Previously...
Hey, what's going on? What the fuck is this? Why are you holding a hammer? Because of this bitch, there can only be one. Tut, 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 tut. Oh my god, that hurts. Oh my god, stop. Ouch, ouch, oh my god.
Ah, yes. The issues with cloning. You never want to have more than one of you running around unless one of you is clearly the stronger one. Do not create clones of you that are equally as powerful as the original. Just asking for trouble.
Officer, it wasn't me. No, I swear it was my twin. See, she's standing right there. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Let go of me. I'm innocent. No. This doesn't even make any sense. I'm innocent. How can I be responsible? It's not even plausible. If it's the horns that scare you, I can turn into a bunny too.
I'm sorry, she can what?
Mr. Officer, I can explain if you just give me a chance to explain myself. He's gone.
The freedom, the touch, the pain that reeks from the loss of the sauce of the voices inside of me. New 2 and new 3, I know.
And this, people, is why you do not trust demons. They will connive, they will smirk, and they will lie straight to your face and tell you exactly what you want to hear, as much as you want to hear it, and then as soon as you turn around, boom, they will stab you in the back and just go absolutely crazy.
Know that they're on to me. I'm cute, I'm sweet, what a treat it is to vibe with me. Smile with the heart, so would you like to come along with me? All this time I spent but a shadow of their success. And I tried then, I cried, I'm full of lies, I confess. It's their fault, it's their fault. That's what she said to me. A laugh and a smile, I'll swing and I'll get a taste aim towards her itty bitty little... fuck.
Hmm.
I did nothing wrong, did nothing wrong. So back to my song and let me go free.
Absolutely not. Chat, does this look like the face of somebody who's innocent? Even just a little bit? Because, you know what I think? I think that is the face of a liar and a deceiver. You would trust that face? Absolutely not. That is Demon 101. I've seen her fan arts. There's nothing innocent in her. Oh, well, that's what we're here to find out. Let's keep doing a deep dive and finding out. We'll get him next time, indeed.
Let's go help people customize and save $652 with Liberty Mutual.
Apologies for all of these advertisements, chat. I will get that fixed next time. Nihmune, the swag demon. Interesting. Funky rap. Ah, she's a bard. Shaking like a palm tree. Shaking what? Like shaking in fear? Shaking in anger? Let's find out.
She's avoiding life just like a movie. She'll be a mess if she doesn't turn back and come home. Look what we have here. It's that Numi girl again, trying to convince the world that she's evil cause she's hot. When she got kicked.
Wait. Trying to convince the world that she's evil? Because she's hot. Well, there are a large number of people that just flat out refuse to believe that anyone who is physically attractive can be evil, so I suppose that makes a certain amount of sense. Although trying to convince people that you are evil, at least in my experience, usually turns out poorly. Usually it's the other way around. But, alright, I'll allow her that for now. At least she's trying to be honest in this case.
Out of the burning place she called home, cause she couldn't do a single thing right in that demon town. A little girl with emotions, oh that's such a boy. Such a joy to even think about, she's scared to shout too. Except that things won't be the same if she doesn't come home and call my name again. I know that, you know that she's the scary demon girl who's always going feeling lonely. The demon girl who's always shaking like a palm tree. To know that she's avoiding life just like a movie. She'll be a mess if she doesn't turn back and come home. Cause she's gonna be disappointed with the truth that's said in front. She'll see things aren't okay. I know that you're thinking to yourself that it'll be okay if you just chin up closing your eyes to put your mind at bay. But there's no way to escape your past, you can't run. To make up lies about your vibe so you can have some fun. Tiny little princess who was always scared to love herself. A straight up pussy who cries though her dad works from home. There's nothing cool about pushing down your demons, so accept who you are, embrace the rage and let go before you find out that you're gonna be all alone in this stingy dark clean alley. Yeah, you're gonna be someone who's always broke at home. No one wants to give the time to some monstrosity. What's your plan this time? The scary demon girl who's always going feeling lone.
Okay, that was important information that was just revealed in that last verse. Her father is somebody of import, enough that even back in the Abyss he was able to, quote, work from home, which usually means that he's someone high up in the hierarchy. She called herself a princess. Is that literal, or is that just a turn of phrase, like referring to daddy's little princess, quote unquote? More investigation is needed.
The demon girl who's always shaking like a palm tree. To know that she's avoiding life just like a movie. She'll be a mess if she doesn't turn back and come home. Cause she's gonna be disappointed with the truth that's said in front. She'll see
Okay, okay. Pause, pause. All right. This is something that I've seen time and time again. Time and time again. Everybody seems to be taking advantage of the ignorance of the people that live here and are just bandying about phrases as if they don't know what they're talking about. And I'm not the biggest fan of it. There is a difference between hell and the abyss. Hell is where devils reside, and the abyss is where demons reside. And everyone on this planet seems to just use the names interchangeably, and for that matter, seemingly nobody has any idea that the existence of Abaddon is even a thing. It's quite strange, although I suppose if you're trying to blend in, yes, in fact, there is a massive difference. Hell is ruled by one Asmodeus. He is the ruler of all things lawful and evil, and the plane of hell is inherently lawful and evil. By that same token, the abyss is on the other side of the evil spectrum, and it is inherently chaotic and evil. As such, there is no singular ruler of the abyss. It is a constant battle and struggle between multiple factions, all vying for power and all trying to take each other down. Now, Miss Nihmune here gives off the signs that she is in fact a demon, so I do believe that she comes from the abyss. But I assume that she is also throwing out the word hell, partially because it's, well, easier to implement in rhyme, I imagine, but also to try and throw people off the scent in order to make people not quite know exactly what her deal is. At least, that's my assumption. It's the first thing I could think of. Regardless, let's continue.
They're always saying things without giving a chance, though. How can I grow when I'm always fighting these thoughts? I know that she thinks she knows these little things about myself without giving me a thought. She may as well be a poser. I'm already in this alive made, and I know that I'll never get rid of the evil in me. I know that.
Wait. I'm sorry, what?
Made, and I know that I'll never get rid of the evil in
I'll never get rid of the evil in me. What? A half demon actively trying to get rid of the evil in her. Fascinating. Okay.
me. I know that there's no change in me. I won't be an angel.
Well, I mean, yes, that... okay, factually, yes, that is correct. She will never be an angel. I assume that's also just a turn of phrase. Okay, new Numi VTuber.
Hi,
Oh, hi, yes, hello.
I'm Numi, VTuber,
Oh, okay.
and I'm a VTuber.
Yep, yes, that was clear.
You may know me as cute kitty ooh girl Nyanya.
Whoa. Hold on. What is going on with those ears? Where did her horns go? Wait. Half demon. Cat ears? Maybe the other half wasn't human like I thought.
You can also call me the 5-point Rizzler.
I don't know what that means.
The content I make ranges from running away from women
Ooh.
to meowing to just plain sussy stuff.
What does sussy stuff mean, chat? Do you mind explaining? I've heard this phrase bandied about a few times, but I'm not quite sure what it means. God, this face. Suspicious. Well, she certainly raised my suspicions. I suppose that's accurate then. Let's continue. Okay then. Well, I suppose she is a demon, so embodying a bit of lust is not out of the question.
And taking L's.
Oh. Ugh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I know that feeling.
Hiya! Hope you all come along with me on this maidenless journey.
Maidenless? Oof, that's unfortunate.
Abba-gabba-gabba-gabba!
Well, she did say she runs away from women. And, well, there she goes. Oh. Oh my. Just a random video of her making faces while wearing a...
Pyong, pyong.
Pion. Interesting.
Pyong, 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 pyong. Anyways. Celebrate the new Numi model with the Numi Bunny Girl figurine. Only available for a
Oh
limited
my.
time.
She is extremely...
Thanks.
She has her own line of merchandise. Fascinating. And she really must be doing well for herself. I'm still not satisfied, however, chat. This requires further investigation. Let's see if... Just a generic search. Oh, get out of here. Explains why they got bigger. I'm assuming based off of this thumbnail that that's referring to her chest size. I mean, that's fairly obvious. Most demons are usually some form of shapeshifter. They can just change them however they want. I don't recognize this top video here. It's... Numi reacts to her backstory. Well, let's just see if there's a version that's just by herself. Not really, so I guess we'll just be looking at Numi reacting to her own backstory, kind of like how we did it with me earlier, I suppose. Let's see.
I don't understand, but thank you guys so much.
Not familiar with these types of
Rewind to
demons.
see the fat Noomba app. Y'all looking good. You guys lift or something? You guys look good. You guys can go ahead and name yourselves. You're like, oh, that's me. That's me.
Seems that
We're gonna have
she's
some,
implying...
advanced-
Actually, I guess it seems that she's implying that those blob-like figures were her chat, which probably means that they're actually not demons? I guess we'll find out.
GG. Energize.
Bottom right, Noomba.
Okay. Large red demon. Quite large. He is quite a bit larger than her, and she doesn't seem like that small of a figure either. I'm getting information, processing it. We'll figure out what it means from here.
It's me, it's me.
Nihmune,
Yes?
what the hell are you doing?
Valorant, I'm just playing with them. They're so cute.
Nihmune,
What?
you need to be evil.
Huh?
Okay.
It's
You
me.
need to kill them.
You need to kill them. Wait. No, there's no way, right? Right? There's no way. Oh, no. Sorry. One second, chat. I just need to pull up a reference. Because that is incredibly important information. You need to be evil. You need to kill them. Um, yes. Yes, that's what I thought. I believe that these quote-unquote Noombas are actually some kind of... well, basically it is a representation of what I believe to be the weakest, or rather one of the weakest forms of all demon kind. That being a dretch. Here, I have a small representation of what one of those looks like. Just give me one moment. Yes, this is a rough representation of what a dretch looks like. They are small, they are stubby. Some interesting people would define them as cute. And they are usually formed from the recently deceased out after they have been sent to the abyss. And after they form into souls that have acclimated to the abyss, they usually become one of these. Well, assuming that they don't simply become a demonic slug, in which case they are usually consumed by somebody else. In fact, well, actually, could just be that they are one of those. No matter. It's not important. Regardless, I believe that these are in fact the petitioners that have recently transformed in the Abyss, and it seems that Miss Nimune has taken a liking to them. When that demon that she's speaking to, who I presume to be her father, given the tone of authority that he's speaking to her, as well as the familiarity, she's probably being instructed to kill them in order to essentially consume their essence and grow stronger as a result. Seems in line with what I know of demons so far. Do Earthlings go to the Abyss? Probably. Granted, you usually have to align yourself quite strongly with both the chaotic and evil mentality in order to do so, and, well, certainly have no shortage of those here, but not nearly as much as, say, back home where I'm from. Back home where I'm from, there were entire species that were almost entirely dedicated to such an alignment. Out here, things are a bit more mellow across the board. Nobody out there doing great deeds of good and evil, nobody doing any great deeds of law and chaos. It's more just kind of middle of the road across the board. It's part of the reason as to why it's such a great hideout.
Not the Noom butt cheeks.
It's who we are.
True.
We're in hell.
Not
We
true.
can't afford to be soft.
True. Absolutely true. You do not go to the abyss if you do not have the means with which to protect yourself. It does not happen. If you go there and you don't have any way of protecting yourself, you are either going to die, you're going to get eaten, not necessarily die in that case, or you're going to be turned into a slave until you can eventually break yourself out of becoming a slave. It's not a great place, and usually you go there for very specific reasons and then you leave.
Shouldn't worry about her.
No! Hates us!
No, bitch.
Oh, alright. Well, just speak back to your father that way. Alright. We'll see how it works out for her.
What?
I said no, bitch.
I don't like that.
You don't like it? Well, you don't have a choice. It's who you are.
No, bitch.
Do it, or else.
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, see, chat, you can see here, this is not a normal ocean or a lake that you would normally find here on your world, or frankly, even on mine. That lake there, that is a lake of lava. That is quite common in the Abyss. Demons are not immune to fire, mind you. They just are slightly resistant to it, and yet they still decide, oh, I'm going to build an entire civilization right next to this sea of lava. Why? Because why not? Demons are crazy like that. It is in fact not cool, it is quite hot.
I love this part.
I won't let
Interesting.
anyone hurt you.
Oh, wait, what the fuck?
Oh.
What do you want? RPR noises. I know how we can save them.
It seems that she wasn't able to get this RPR in the retelling of these events. Unfortunate, but it is what it is.
I really did good here. Just kidding, guys. That was me.
Whoa, is that a gate? Jeez, whoever this RPR is, he must be a quite powerful mage.
Just go into the portal, I guess. Whee!
What is this place?
And now she's on
I can
Earth.
stay here. So can you. Goobert Brown. Really?
I love it here.
RPR, yeah. Whee!
Interesting. So she was approached by a mage from Earth, or at least somebody who had connections to Earth. She is only a half-demon, so technically she's not entirely bound to her lineage, and has the freedom to try, at least, to become better than her upbringing. It seems that whoever this RPR is saw that and decided that they would reach out and try to offer her an alternative, which it seems that she took, and took a number of the petitioners that were under her care in the process. An interesting situation indeed.
For all this, Numi
Numi
thought
ate
she
that
had it all
line up.
figured out. But she couldn't help feel like something else was missing.
Oh, there's always
One
something
thing.
missing.
This, Tony, I didn't
Some
even notice
toots
this.
later?
And now that I'm looking at it, somebody's getting a stern talking to after this subathon. Stop it, guys. I'm not a farter, okay? I don't...
Well,
Okay,
everybody
don't join
farts.
them. And then we were planning this part out, and...
It seems that
it's
she has some
kitty,
allies.
stream, breeding, water, and bug type. I didn't choose everything. This is what I noticed literally the night before. Big booty bitch.
Fascinating.
And then Vienna, Dragussi, Enjoyer Bow, Rick's Plaything, Yuzu Sam.
Those are not people either. Seems that whoever this... Yes, Boodles, everybody farts, the Drummer, 2023. Thank you for the quote. Those are not people. Those are creatures transformed into people. In fact, I have to say, the one interesting thing about Earth is that despite the fact that it is incredibly low in magic, this place seems to have some kind of effect on all of the creatures that call this place home, or at the very least, the vast majority of them. It seems that due to the fact that this world is primarily inhabited by specifically humanoid humans, there seems to be a sort of field surrounding the planet that makes everybody who lives here become more human-like in appearance as opposed to whatever their original form would have been. So, not entirely sure who this girl on the left is, the one with the big, but she gives me the vibes of somebody who is based on water or something aquatic. Girl in the back, not entirely sure, but she's giving me some kind of flying creature vibe, and girl on the right, I'm still not sure. I'll have to do more investigation on her later.
Sandwich Simulator, RPR, cosplaying Picora, Tobbs, Stinky. I don't know why Stinky. Maybe it's because she's a skunk. Rainho, energy drink overdose. Sends Blue Oni. Geary, not blue one. Cinder, fire hazard. Shy Lily. Cucumber testing. Interesting.
How would you test a cucumber?
I will not
That is
question
interesting.
her habits. I will just continue on.
Yes, it seems that even Chad is confused by this. How does one test a cucumber?
Do not question the Bitch, what are you... Why is it... What do you mean? What? I thought I've heard all the stories from Lily. Bitch, I thought we were done with the screwdriver, but now she's fiddling with cucumbers too?
A screwdriver? What, like the tool? The one you use to build something?
The words, bro.
Some kind of familiar. Interesting. Wait a second. The girl in the pink hair there is giving me vibes of the one that was on the right before a few moments ago. I believe that might be the same person. Person on the left is giving me outsider vibes as well. Is that a hellhound? Hellhounds normally can't speak, but with the field of this planet, I suppose it's not out of the question for them to gain the ability to speak after becoming more humanoid in appearance.
Are you talking?
Not sure who this person in the middle is or what their deal is, but the girl on the right is also giving me outsider vibes. She's got the horns, she's got the tail. Not quite sure. Possibly an Oni of some kind?
About.
Got more people here. Not sure who the person on the right is, but the girl on the left is definitely giving me aquatic vibes. Girl on the left. I'm getting the implication that that person is lost the limb that the person in the middle is holding. They've also got a crack in their face. Are they some kind of construct? That would make sense with the crack in the currently being held limb by the girl in the middle, who is also giving me aquatic vibes.
This is me using the next album with you. Lily always be holding feet. Interesting.
Very interesting.
She be talking about cucumbers, and she be holding her fiddling her little footsies, huh?
That person there is very obviously wearing a mask. That insectoid face is clearly not
Why is
theirs.
she holding feet? Why not? It's his fault for giving me his feet. That's not yours!
Oh, it seems that whoever that is responding in the chat. Fascinating.
I don't think. I feel she's gaslighting us, bro. She's gaslighting us. She's gaslighting. I swear. She'd be having that look on her face too. I don't know if I could trust what she's saying in the chat right now, guys.
Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I don't know if I can trust what she's putting in the chat. This face gives me. It doesn't seem right, you know. A little bit sussy-wussy, dare I say.
Agreed.
Did you wash the orca hat that's in the alley, by the way, Lily?
Orca.
Why are you giving me that look, bro?
Interesting.
Wash away all that flavor.
Wow, she managed to rescue a lot of souls from
Give me
the
that.
abyss. Let's go ahead and turn autoplay off. Okay. So she was a half-demon, possibly one with catfolk ancestry who was dissatisfied with her lot in life in the abyss under the rule of her demonic parent. Not sure where the mortal parent went, although given the nature of demons, I'm not sure we really want to know. Probably wasn't a good situation in any case. She grew up in the abyss, was instructed to consume the souls of those that were under her father's control, rejected it, and upon meeting with some form of mage, decided that she would retreat here to Earth. Appears to be living in an alleyway, which I suppose makes sense. It's not like she came here with any currency, it seems like. So she's probably homeless. And now she is streaming to a massive audience and even gotten to the point where she's selling figures. Although why she's still living in an alley despite that level of success is an interesting choice. The true reason Numi has no guy friends.
Pretty much just you.
I believe this is...
There's more than that.
I'm sorry, is that a male voice coming out of that? An investigation for another time.
I don't think I talk to any other.
Like streamer guy friends, because
I don't really talk to guy streamers.
Wait, you're fucking my brain up. Hold on, what? There's gotta be more than that, right? Am I crazy?
Am I crazy?
RPR.
I haven't hung out with him in a while.
Fuck.
He's in his Apex arc.
Am I losing it, dude?
It seems that the mage that brought her here is... Well, as mages are, he seems to have gotten caught up in his own work. Which, yeah, that tracks.
Kage! Not on stream, but like...
You,
at
Kage, and Shope, I think.
Okay, so confirmed that
Are
this person
like
is
my
male. Again,
homies that are
Token male.
guys.
investigation for
Yeah,
another
the
day.
token guy friends that I have. I don't usually talk to guys.
That is crazy to think about. Holy shit.
No, I mean, I was friends with guys back in elementary school because I was the only girl out there that wanted to play IRL Assassin's Creed.
What?
But then, as I grew up,
Do not play Assassin's Creed with demons in the abyss. When they say assassin, they mean it.
they all stopped talking to me.
Why?
I think they became aware of woman. That, you know, puberty, and then they're like, wait a minute,
That's
woman?
so lame, though.
I know, they didn't want to play IRL Assassin's Creed anymore.
I feel like if you get aware of women, you want to talk to women more, not run away and hide. I guess everyone's
Well,
different.
Yeah, I guess so. But when they did, they'd always want to hang out with the popular girls.
Hey, look
you know-
where you are now! Eat shit, the guys in elementary school.
Is it any better?
Well, yeah, you're. Actually, no, we're anime
Yeah, we're
characters.
anime.
Never mind.
We're literally anime. Yeah,
Okay, maybe
it
that's
got
not-
so
maybe-
bad
maybe
that we
that's not
became
better.
anime characters.
Okay, yeah.
Alrighty, well, not sure that there's anything else that we can glean from this, at least at the moment. So, let's see. Akuma Nihmune. She is listed as a musical artist, so it's clear that she's a bard of some kind. What race? Yes. What race is Akuma Nihmune? Half demon. Half human. Doubtful. Although I could definitely see that she perceives herself as being kicked out for being too soft. Oh my goodness. Definitely going to have to figure something out about this in the future. An introduction to Akuma Nihmune.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, and I saved hundreds. With the money
That
I
makes
saved,
her a
I
friend?
started a dog walking business.
Possibly.
Hi.
Ugh!
I'm Numi.
Ugh!
I'm a power bottom toilet.
I'm sorry, what?
Woo. My name is Akuma Nihmune.
Yes.
Hey, Numi.
Okay.
You can just call me Namushi.
I'm not doing that.
I am a plum kisser.
A plum kisser. As in, like, she literally kisses plums, or is that some kind of innuendo I'm not familiar with?
My favorite activity is to clog thighs.
Okay. That tracks.
I don't touch grass very much because I'm a submissive masochist. But
I'm not sure that that makes sense.
I hope you sniff me all night long.
I'm not going to do that.
Thanks for stopping by, you breedables.
Don't call me that. Oh my
See you again
goodness.
soon.
Alrighty then. Numi Plum Kisser. What in the... Is there context for this? I'm not a plum kisser. Numi kissed a fruit and Lily never heard about it. Kiss or miss inanimate object. I get the feeling... I'm getting some mixed messages here, chat. I've never been so desperate to have relations with things that I started looking for fruit.
I'm not a plum kisser, please, mister. Understand my words. My mama tells me I'm a loser and a plum smoocher. Spend her days laying on the snoozer. I amuse her. Gotta say I had some fun when I was young with those YouTube videos teaching me how to lay in the sun and how to run and be an expert in romance. With my tiny hands in the wallet, target practice. Please, I know I've done some things I'm not proud of. My browsing history is something to be ashamed of. Tentacles, sexy spectacles, shining like a rainbow. I know I'm not cool, but those boobas though. You know I gotta have a taste. To the nine, a pretty friend would be such a waste. Inching closer for a smooch and a warm embrace. Then you lay your eyes on me, crazily I escape in haste. You think
Okay, so I'm definitely getting the sensation here that despite being a demon, and, well, despite obviously looking like an attractive young woman, that she is certainly not half succubus. real question then is, what is she half demon of in order to be this interesting and also this unfamiliar with relations, let's say?
He called me a liar just cause I say some things, heard some things, crazy things. I'm a sister girl, moi moi, yeah. Dear God, let me grab my lawyer.
Plum kisser, I'm not a plum kisser. Plum kisser, shut your fucking mouth, please, mister. Gingerbread, I'm not a plum kisser. Like you never done similar, except from jerk off to the spicy videos on your tiny computer. Little cum shooter with a small wiener.
Well, that's just rude.
Don't touch me. Oh my god. Can we call a truce? I'm not cool either. Not a plum kisser.
It was only twice, okay?
And the truth comes out, chat. Apparently, she did previously kiss a plum, and it has now become public knowledge.
Sue me. Not a plum kisser. Fuck. Alright.
Never kiss and tell, exactly. Numi went through the 5 stages of grief here: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and then, in fact, acceptance. Yes, that seems to be about what happened. It seems that we'll get the full backstory here.
Do you have any memories that kind of make you think, you know, why did I just do that? The things that haunt you forever, like, just like right now, they're all talking about the fruit kissing and the wall kissing and then the fucking toothbrush and the, oh, fuck, you didn't know about the fucking fruit! No!
I'll sit it on YouTube.
No! You didn't even know about the fruit stories and I always have to fucking out myself. This is so miserable! Yeah, I think that's one of the things they always bring.
I need to know the fruit story. It's just part of the stream now. I need to know. You can't just hide the story from me.
Yeah, I need to know this as well.
We've been talking for, you know, I've known you for a few months, right? And I like you a lot, like a lot.
You a lot too.
Okay, if I told you this story, would you still love me? Like me?
Numi, I've listened to your toothbrush story. I fucking lost it.
Not sure if I want to know what the toothbrush story is, but regardless.
To be completely honest, I feel like the toothbrush story is a more common story than the fruit story.
Oh no, absolutely, yes. Yeah,
See? Okay, I'm gonna go.
Same.
It's all safe.
When you're desperate. It's so good though. It's perfect. It gets the job done, dude.
You fucking get me. You know what? I feel like a lot of times people are like, Numi, you're fucking crazy. But I feel like there are so many people that share the same experiences that just don't fucking say it. You're the first one to make me feel valid. Thank you. I guess I'll tell you the story then. So,
Hey.
I'm a little inexperienced in
Actually, I just realized the girl on the right. Was that a tail? Looks like a whale-esque sort of tail or some kind of aquatic creature. Again, getting the vibes here that this planet's aura is affecting a lot of creatures in this kind of way to make them appear more humanoid.
everything. Because and I would kind of depend on I grew up on anime and all that random stuff, and all of my friends were in relationships and and things like that, and they were all like, oh yeah, I just had my first kiss, and I was like, oh wow, lucky whore, and then
Jealousy, a common symptom of demons. They will very often fall victim to seeing what others have, desiring it, and in quite common cases, they will get quite aggressive about the fact that they don't have it, but regardless.
But they're all like, when are you gonna find somebody, Numi, bitch? And then I was like, people are always hitting up my line, and I realized that, you know, I've never kissed anybody before. And like, I mean, I went on YouTube one night, and I wanted to research because I wanted to make sure if I did kiss somebody that I wouldn't fuck up. And I watched
Okay, I'm seeing the logic.
these YouTube videos on how to kiss and make out with people. and then one of the tutorials recommended using a plum. And yeah, just a plum. Okay.
Like a
and
fruit?
Taking a bite out of it, and then you know when you
I just noticed in the back that there is a sign that is referring to plums. I think I see where this is going.
resembles apparently lips if you take a bite out of it, and it's a little bit juicy like lips. The lips on your face, not. The face lip on the face, and then I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna I gotta try it out just to make sure, because all of the other things like kissing walls and pillows and stuff, it's a very straight, you know, but lips are kind of a little more luscious. And so I go to my dad and I'm like, hey Dad, can you buy me a plum? And then he was like, why? And I was like, oh, I'm just hungry and I just feel like eating a plum, you know? God, I fucking love plums. And then he bought and supplied me a plum, and then I run into my room, and then I took a bite, and then I just started kind of suckling on with the plum, and then yeah, and then everybody made fun of me, and then I but it, you know, I felt normal that to do that, and then when I'm like showering to like just kiss the wet wall.
Oh my.
Kiss the wet wall.
Oh, so you've never done that? Yeah, fuck, I was just kidding. I didn't do that at all. That was a mute. That was somebody
She
else.
did.
Yeah, so I mean, so you hypothetically, if I, that's not weird, is it?
Normally I would say that you shouldn't do that sort of thing because it's unsanitary. Generally speaking, demons are a bit hardier than humans, but I suppose that's fine for her. But yes, for the rest of you, do not kiss the walls of the place where you bathe. It is not good for your health.
Also, I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest, I've never thought about the wall. It's always been kind of nasty to me. I was like, I don't want to put my lips on that piece of wall. It was weird.
Exactly!
Yeah. God, yeah, that's really weird. Good thing that wasn't me that did that. That was actually, yeah, my brother did that. He loves walls. My brother loves walls.
I don't think I believe that, to be honest.
Yeah, explains the hole. Yeah.
The hole?
In the wall? The hole in the wall? Never mind, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the hole.
Not quite sure what she means by that, but whatever.
Are you strapped up?
Okay, chat. I think I've seen enough. It seems that Miss Nihmune is the daughter of some kind of high-ranking demon, one that is greedy enough to essentially have kept Miss Nihmune essentially locked up, quote, for her own good, while he was also trying to train her for some kind of higher purpose. She's definitely not half of a succubus. Going to go back to a video of her father. Large, imposing, red, and of a high stature. There's a few possibilities of what that could be. But given that he is a demon, and it looks like he's one that owns a quite large domicile as well. Yes. Yes, this is quite similar, I would say. I believe that Numi is the descendant of a Balor, most likely. They are one of the strongest demons in the entirety of the Abyss, without just flat out being one of the demon lords that rules over entire sections of that plane. And yes, her father definitely does not resemble one of the demon lords, so I'm going to make that assumption, which would make her quite an important figure. Some Balors are also sub-rulers of the areas with which they reside, which would make sense as to why she is described as being like a princess. It could be a turn of phrase, or it could just straight up be true that she is in fact a princess of sorts of the area with which she originated from. It's important to note that she is a half-demon. The reason why that's important is because, generally speaking, demons do not have the ability to overcome their natural evil instincts without some kind of incredible source, either the concentrated, shall we say, concentrated and focused efforts of mortals to try and turn an individual demon away from their proclivities, or, more importantly, if you are half mortal in the first place, that makes it so that it is much easier for you to be able to be turned towards something that is not quite as aggressive, shall we say. She's very clearly made a name for herself in terms of her capabilities. So let's see what we can do here for that, in terms of examining her from an ability standpoint. Oh, let's see. She has a Balor for a father. That would make her a half-fiend. She is a bard. And the other half, that is a question. What is the other half? Numi cat. What was that whole thing about being a cat? I saw something about that. Numi realizing that she is a cat girl. Numi realizing she is a cat girl. Numi said not to clip this. Enjoy.
You know how some VTubers were blessed with big boobar, thick thighs?
This is alright. What is about to happen?
Yes, that certainly does appear to have cat-like traits to it.
Must never be seen to anybody aside from you guys. Ever.
Well, whoever decided to record this definitely didn't adhere to that.
Lord. Nobody pay attention to what you're about to see, please and thank you. This is gonna be a very humbling experience.
Humbling why?
What did I do? Why do I do this to myself?
Not seeing why this is so embarrassing or humbling yet. This just seems like a normal song. Those are cat-like noises. She's succumbing to her other half? I think she is. She seems to be getting quite into it. Initially she was frowning, but now she's smiling pretty happily. Cat seems to be enjoying this quite a lot. Bonus at the end. Oh, seems to be a cut there. Bonus.
Oh, thank you for the sub, Dakota. Cause I am a cute kitty, ooh, ooh, girl, nya, nya. I'm for a cat, let me nuzzle your thighs, nya, nya, nya. Feed me treats, pat my head, nya, 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 nya. I'm a VTuber, I love to nya, meow for me, nya.
Yeah, that tears it. She definitely has some kind of feline-related parentage on the other half, because as far as I'm aware, there are no demons that have those kinds of traits.
Put the ears on, you can't make me. I'm not a fucking cat girl, dude.
She also
I know we
seems to
argue
be in
about this a lot,
denial.
but look what's on my head.
Those are the horns, of which one of them seems to be broken. Ooh, that looks painful. She should probably get that fixed. And just like that, chat, her transformation abilities come to the fore, and the horns are gone, and the ears are in. Seems that her chat has an ability to remind her of the other half of her parentage. Alright, alright. Every time Numi denies being a cat girl, chat throws money at her. She has truly mastered getting bullied as a job. Yes, that does seem to be the case with how much she emphasizes the fact that she, quote, takes L's, which I can only imagine means that she is one who loses often, I'm assuming? Alright. Okay. In that case, chat, I think I have the ability to come to a conclusion. Alright. Alright, chat. Let's examine what we know. Oh, let's bring this over here. Okay. So, notes about one Miss Nihmune. She is a half-demon. She is actively trying to remove the evil within her. She has some kind of cat-like heritage. She seems to be a person that is trying to rescue the petitioners from the abyss. And her father seems to be some sort of Balor. Right, alright. I think we can make a proper examination of what she is based off of this. Oh, and how can I forget? She is some kind of bard. Alright, I think we can work with that. Real question is, how powerful of a bard? She hasn't quite shown anything in terms of her magical feats. So despite being a bard and being a spellcaster because of that, can't quite exactly know how powerful she is. That's alright, we can make rough approximations from the fact that she was living in the abyss. Alright, let's see. Found a quite useful website that can serve as an approximation for how to measure things like how I'm used to back home. I will use this as well to go over my thoughts as I see them. Just give me one moment to pull it up. And let's bring back the ambiance, shall we? All right. Let's see. So, since she has cat-like heritage, I'm going to make the assumption that her heritage on the mortal end is closer to a catfolk than anything else. If only for the fact that that's the closest thing that I have to what I know. Catfolk are generally known to be quite dexterous and quite charismatic, which is fitting, but not exactly wise, which is also fitting from what we know of her. Let's see. Alright, she's definitely going to have a high charisma. She also seems to have been able to navigate all of the various goings-on, so we'll also increase her intelligence a bit. She seems to have the ability to withstand the nonsense that is all of the issues that one would expect from dealing with the Abyss, so presumably her constitution is fairly high as well. And then we shall give her decent amount of strength and dexterity, as I believe it is probably inbuilt from her parentage. She's also then going to be a half-fiend. Specifically a half-Balor, which is going to give her quite a decent amount of bonuses to all of her abilities. So, baseline abilities are going to be as follows before the estimation of the increase from her Baloric heritage. It's going to be 14, 15, 14, 12, 8, and then 16. And then what is Valor going to give. Strength is going to be boosted by 6. Creates that at a 20. Dexterity goes up by 4. Makes that a 19. Constitution goes up by 6, making that also a 20. That makes sense. Intelligence goes up by 4. Makes that a 16. Wisdom goes up by 4. That makes that a 12. And then Charisma going up by 4 makes that also a 20. Quite a powerhouse all around, but what can you expect from somebody that was born in the Abyss? As for other baseline abilities, she will have a innate natural armor of +3. She will have a baseline bonus of fire damage whenever she tries to attack somebody. She'll have the ability to emit scorching rays and telekinesis, and will have the ability to greater teleport and firestorm. Most likely she does not use most of these in public for fear of causing any kinds of issues on Earth. I've been doing much the same thing with most of my spellcasting. Pretty much everything that I've been doing here has been, shall we say, on the down low, I think is what people call it here. Right. All right. And then as a half demon, she will have immunity to poison, acid, cold, and fire resistance are at 10. However, because she is half Balor, she is flat out immune to fire. So immune to poison and fire. And all demons are resistant to cold and electricity and acid, so pretty much every element aside from Sonic. Doesn't seem particularly strong, probably not greater than a HD of 5. She'll have dark vision, up to 60 feet. She'll have some form of spell resistance innately, but we'll figure that out later. Technically, she would have claw and bite attacks, but it seems that she's been intentionally filing down those in order to be less threatening. So we're not going to bother with that. She also seems to not have her wings out, or she just straight up might not have them. So we're not going to calculate that into the assumptions. Damage resistance is going to be 5. Which I believe there is an area for that up here. There is. No, it's already listed, so I don't have to write that down. Is only overcome by good and magic. As per most half-fiends. Alright. She is a native outsider. Alignment we'll leave up in the air. We don't quite know. Age, we're not sure. Gender, female. The real question is how strong she is. Based off of the performances that I've seen so far, she does seem quite proficient, but she doesn't seem so strong that she's going to become an overwhelming force. I'm going to assume then that she has 4 levels in Bard. Medium size. Black hair. And, well, I'm sorry, purple hair. My apologies. And what would you call that, chat? Amber eyes? Pink eyes? Yeah, pink eyes sounds bad. I'll call it amber. So, an official height? Oh, we actually have the statistics for her age right there. 103 years. For an outsider, not particularly old, not surprising. Height, 7 feet 13 inches. I don't know if I believe that, chat. I'm assuming that the 5'3" is more accurate for this sort of thing. So we're going to say 5'3", because if she was in fact 7'13", then that would put her well over the height of all of those other people, which were all clearly also medium-sized. Weight, power bottom. It's not an actual weight, but whatever. We will assume a standard 125 for the size. Alright, let's see. Bards of level 4. We'll have an accuracy with their swings up to a +3. They will have an innate ability to resist things that are targeting their fortitudes, a base of +1, and reflex and will be at a +4 each. Bards are quite nimble, and they are quite willful after all. Seems about right. Bards are quite knowledgeable after all. Hit points. Assume a baseline 30-foot speed. And no armor, as she does not seem to need it. Alright, calculations for health. 8 plus 5, and we will assume health for her favorite class. So that is going to be 14 for the first level. And then for the remaining 3 levels, that will be... Oh. Seems the music has left us. One moment. Perhaps not. A bit better. Okay. So, the remaining 3 levels. D5 plus another 5 plus 1 is 11, times 3 is 33. So that is going to be 33 plus 14. It's going to be 47, I believe? Yes, 47. Cannot make any assumptions about what deity she worships, which is fine. The music selection, by the way, was graciously given to me by the benefactor that is allowing all of us to live in his closet. Said that this would have a perfect fit for what I'm trying to do here. Which, I suppose it's alright. Similar enough to what I was using back home. Alright, so bards have their bardic knowledge. They have their bardic performances. They are capable of casting spells. They can counter song if need be. They can serve a distraction, which it seems that Numi makes great use of in order to try and distract people from embarrassing situations. She can fascinate, which she is often using during her performances, and she can inspire courage for those around her, which I also see her doing during her performances. She's able to make use of her versatile performance to utilize her singing in ways that defy logic, and she is well versed. She's able to inspire competence. That means then her dexterity baseline would also go up by an additional 1 to even things out. Alright. She also have up to the 2nd tier of Bard spells, of which she would know up to 3, and would know 4 first tier spells and 6 cantrips. Okay, so we will notate that down here. Given that her charisma is at a 20, she will have 2 first level bonus spells and 1 of 2nd, which means that in total She will have 5 first level spells and 2 second. Alright. Skill ranks per level, 6 plus intelligence. So that is going to be 9 per level. We'll notate that right here. Have a good have a good afternoon, Mr. Spoodles. Thank you for joining us. She's going to have a performance using her voice, as it does not seem that she has any other proficiencies with her performances, at least not as far as I could tell. That part is definitely going to be maxed out. She certainly seems to have a way with words, so we'll assume that she has a decent diplomacy. She's able to get through situations without being noticed, so we'll assume she has a decent stealth. She certainly seems to know her way around the planes, so we'll assume that her knowledge of them are rather high. And I'm presuming that she also had the knowledge of her nobility drilled into her as well, although that's only really going to be relevant when it comes to knowledge of the nobles of the Abyss, so probably not going to know much about Earth's nobility. She seems to be well versed in treating those of low intelligence well, so high levels of that. And she seems to be doing okay in terms of surviving on her own in that... What was that? An alleyway? Something like that. Sense motive is okay. Linguistics is enough at least to have learned the local language. She's probably gained a decent amount of understanding of local culture. Definitely nothing in Intimidate. She does not seem the type to do that at all, despite her protests, and we will assume a bit in disguise in order to allow her to blend in even further. Alright. Let's see. What spells would a creature like Miss Nihmune know, most likely? Now keep in mind, these are just my assumptions. Certainly detect Fina's presence. I know if I was her, I would definitely try to have that known in order to see if my father were trying to come after me. Ghost sound, she seems to be able to produce those at will. Most likely she knows a lullaby in order to try and put people to sleep, or at least make it easier to do so. Most likely she knows light in order to make sure that she is well lit for her streams. Message to pass them relatively anonymously. And the last one... most likely prestidigitation in order to keep herself clean while she's in that filthy alleyway of hers. Oops, misspelled that. Right. Level 1 spells, most likely. Adoration, cast upon herself before performances in order to make them more appealing. I remember hearing something about running away from people, so most likely she has expeditious retreat to assist with that. Heightened awareness to recall things better for when she is telling things to people. And yes, that seems accurate. Hideous laughter. As it seems that people who listen to her stories are unable to do anything other than do that by the time the story is finished. Alright, move on to second level spells. There was that one recounting that showed a body double, which she then mercilessly killed. I'm assuming that that may have been used spell body double, as it can transform somebody to look like another. Not perfectly, however. It's probably why that officer was able to see through the disguise. most likely. She is trying to keep herself hidden, especially if she's trying to avoid notice. So, we will assume hidden presence. And there was also that time where she was talking with that female construct that had the male voice. It seems like the story that she was telling, once it was finished, caused a bit of anger in him, which I feel like was the result of an overstimulate spell. The information is so potent that it causes creatures who hear it to become aggressive in nature. As for her catfolk heritage, we'll go through that real quick. Base speed of 30 feet, already established that. She would have which would allow her to avoid danger easier. Natural Hunter, which will give her bonuses to try and analyze her surroundings. Calculate those now. She's great at hiding from people, that's for sure. She also seems to be great at running away from people. Fair enough. Alright. As for her talents... I'll make the assumption that she is able to have a lingering performance to have the effects of said performances last as long as possible. And she most likely has extra abilities to use her performance to make it last even longer. total amount of time that she would be able to spend on the bardic performance would be for... Six. 126 seconds of continuous performance. However, if she utilizes her lingering performance to its maximum, would be 382 seconds. Which, if I understand correctly, is just under 6.5 minutes. About the length of 2 average songs, from what I understand. Sounds about right. Bardic knowledge, able to add half of her level to all knowledge checks. And is able to make them untrained. Since she has a versatile performance, she's able to utilize her singing technique for her bluff and sense motive. So that comes 4, and then 1 point goes elsewhere. We'll put that there. Right. Alright, I'm feeling good about this. It appears that we have a finalized version of Miss Nihmune's approximate abilities. Quite high baseline, as shown here, but unfortunately, due to a low amount of practice elsewhere, she has not fully harnessed said abilities. But I'm sure this will come in time, assuming that that's actually her goal, which, granted, does not seem to be the case. I've also made the determination that most likely she is not someone to be particularly feared, as it seems that she is actively trying to be a useful member of society. And with that, I believe we have our case closed. Alright, I think that's good for today then. Thank you for joining me, if you are indeed still here, and I shall join you next week for the next investigation. Perhaps one of Miss Numene's associates, perhaps somebody else. Not quite sure. There are a lot of people that we have to look into. But regardless, take care, and perhaps I will see you again in the future. Goodbye.